Welcome to Corporate Homesteading. In this series of videos, I wanted to share with you our Geodesic Treehouse project. Basically, I will step by step just explain how we went about it and also share experiences. And yeah, feel free to put any comments in if you have any questions, and enjoy the show. So since we went along with a single tree treehouse, you have to find the right tree. So you need a minimum diameter of, I think, 20 inches it is. In our case, it's a Douglas fir. It's a very tall one overlooking the bay. So we thought this would be an ideal candidate for our treehouse. The first thing you need is adequate hardware. So I did a lot of research online, and I found this guy in Oregon who basically designs and has a patent on tree attachment bolts. That's tab tree attachment bolts. And I went with him, so I will post a link down below where I got the stuff. But basically you see here, I think it's 8 tree attachment bolts, basically 4 for the spinal tabs, and then another 4 for the knee braces, basically, and then respective hardware. Yeah. In terms of lumber, I used 4x6x8 pressure treated lumber. You can see that here in my car. Also, I highly recommend a boom lift. So if you want to pull this off and drill straight holes using a ladder or ropes, forget it. So I went to a rental place and rented a mobile boom lift that is basically just a trailer that you can pull behind your vehicle. And I really highly recommend doing that, because it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a tough drilling those holes into the tree. And I was literally struggling probably for about an hour per hole. So you don't want to do that on a ladder. Okay, once you're ready and basically put your boom lift down, I think I may do an actual video how to set up a boom lift, because that's a science itself. Anyway, once you're ready with your boom lift, you want to probably figure out how high you're going to go. And we're about 17 feet high, basically for the dome, for the treehouse. So first thing that I also highly recommend is basically leveling your tree, so you know when you're drilling the holes, they're going in basically at the same height. So here I just took a couple of 2x4s, basically put them in with regular screws, made sure I have 90-degree angles on every corner, and then centered each side so I knew exactly where the hole had to go. And it actually turned out really nicely in terms of level of the platform. Here you can see a little bit the intensity of the actual drilling. What I also highly recommend is a high torque drill. You also can rent that at your Home Depot. I thought I had a hammer drill, a Bosch hammer drill, and I would be fine. I wasn't. It took me, as I mentioned before, an hour per hole with a regular drill, and probably half an hour with the high torque angle drill. Actually, that's the one I used. So use that. It's worth the money, and you can avoid blisters for sure. Another thing you want to consider is at least a 24-inch pipe wrench. When putting in the actual bolt, it gets really heavy, and it's a nice workout exercise. Again, if you wouldn't have a boom lift, it would be really difficult. So you can see here how we're basically wrenched in the tabs, tree attachment bolts, and then basically the final result of the top 4.